I come from a background of advertising and marketing. I've always been someone who wants to use their hands, and I would say they've served me well. I think from childhood, or maybe from the background that I come from, where my parents kept pushing us to be better or to work hard. It has allowed me to want and be curious about learning new things. So last year, when I began to decide to start this podcast, I upgraded my phone to make sure it allows me to produce these beautiful videos that you are seeing right now. And from there, I'd done, videography way back, and I'd forgotten some of the stuff, but the knowledge was still there. And I began to relearn these skills. I began to learn videography. I began to learn photography, the aspect of light, how it works. Went on the internet, began to learn, and I've learned how to script a podcast. Maybe obviously I'm not the best. I don't want to brag about anything, but I'm continuously developing myself. I'm the chief editor. I'm everything that this podcast is all about. Behind the scene and in front of the camera at the same time. But these are skills that I am developing, I am harnessing to make sure they serve me very well. So, if you want to learn one or two of how you can do your own, podcast or anything, I'm up to show you a few tricks that I've picked up through my learning process. YouTube has been my best friend. There's a lot of information that I just go and watch. Friends have contributed. I've been told, you need to buy A, B, C, D. If you can use this, it'll work for you. Some days it will be frustrating because it takes a lot of time just to do a setup, just trying to make sure the light is right. You go behind the camera, you position yourself, and you do 1, 2 tag. Then you cut, you go back, you check if everything is coming out fine. So it's all about exploration. You have to be interested in exploring, in just being curious, and with time it becomes easy. It takes you a few hours to set it up and get you going. So other skills that I've learned is marketing and sales, and communication, project management. I can manage a project, with our solar business. I can manage a project from start to finish. I'm someone who can multitask. I think well in advance. Those are things that you can pick up as you go, and all it takes is your desire to become better. Problem solving. I've read a book called How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. It really helped and shifted my mindset about problem solving and not to worry. Half the time we spend our time worried and thinking a lot and stressing a lot, and all that is not helpful. And it literally just disrupts us and stress us and give a whole lot of problems. So after reading that book, I told myself I will not worry, I will not focus on worry. I just have to solve a problem. So if I face a challenge, I look at it. Okay, there's the problem. How do I handle it? Yeah, and that's it. Then I put a solution in motion. Can I change anything? Then I see I can't change anything. All I can do is find a better way to get out of the jam that I'm facing. Over and above, I've picked up on a couple of skills like solar installations. Being in the technical business that we are in, I had to pick up on technical and electrical wiring. I can literally install a solar system from start to finish. But these are skills that I've learned, and they've served me well in my journey through life. Solar pump and geyser installation. I can do plumb works for a house because I've been taught how to do it. I know all the components that I need to buy to do these things. I can do welding and metal fabrication. We recently did an exercise where I used those skills. I can do painting and troubleshooting. So we can all learn the complementary skills that we need to succeed. But all we have to do is to have that desire and have that hunger to learn something new, to stack up your skills. I've become an advocate for learning because for years I've been neglecting learning and self improvement. I thank God I had a time where I had epiphany, where I sit down, look back at my life, where I am, where I want to get to. And all that came to me was you need to learn, you know, to get to where you want to, you have to learn. Without information, you are left behind. And half the time we're always thinking, well, I'm not alone, but you have other people who are doing amazing things. Greatness is being unlocked and you are being left behind because you are not learning, because you are not becoming a student of learning. But it's time just to where you come back to that space of developing yourself. So let's go ahead and develop the skills and improve ourselves.